Alright, so you guys already have a website. That wasn't very nice.
So sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, that's better. Thank you, Adam. As I was saying, you guys already have a website, so what I wanted to spend a few minutes doing was showing you some tricks that you may or may not know how to do already when creating your website. Some things that you can embed and some kind of advanced features of that. So we will look at 6 different things that you can do with your website. The first thing I wanted to show you how to do was embed a calendar into your class website. Now, pretty simple to do. When you get to the page where you want to insert the calendar, you're going to go up and click the Edit button. When it edits, you're going to go down and kind of decide where in the box you would like to embed that calendar. And then on the left-hand side, in the menu under Insert, you're just going to go over and click on Calendar. When you do that, it will bring up any calendar that you have access to. And so you will just choose the calendar that you want. You click select. It will give you a few options, the height and the width. Most of the time you'll just leave this as is. I'm going to leave this empty right here always where it says it'll make it the maximum width all the way across my screen. You can change the view. If you want to. You can also have any of these options so that when people are looking at your calendar, could they look at the agenda view, could they look at the week view, and then you can change the title if you want also. So I'm going to hit save. It'll look just like this until I click the big blue save on the top. Now here are the options. Properties takes me right back to where I can kind of edit that. I can center it if I would like. I can remove it. So I'm going to click save and you'll see what will happen when the page actually saves. My calendar is now embedded directly into my website. Now this will allow every time I edit my calendar, it will automatically be edited on my website. The next thing I'd like to show you how to do is how to embed a slideshow of pictures into your class website. This can be done by using a tool that comes along with your Google Apps account, and that's Picasa. PicasaWeb.google.com is a place for you to store photos. So you can upload photos to Picasa for free, up to 1 gigabyte worth of photos, and those will all be here kind of ready for you to use. So if I'm on my website, I'm going to click the Edit button again, and I decide where I want those pictures, that picture album to be. And again, I'm going to go to Insert, and on the right hand side I can go Picasa Photo or Picasa Web Slideshow. So I'm going to go Picasa Web Slideshow, and it will bring up all the different albums that I have in my Picasa. So I'm going to choose this one, which was from vacation, and click Select. Now it will give me some options. I can change how big it is. I'm going to make it large. It'll show captions if you have any, or it will autoplay. So I'm going to check it to autoplay when people come to my website. It'll automatically play those. I can include a border and include a title. So I'm going to change the title to Vacation and click Save. So again, like almost everything else that we embed into our site, it's going to show up like this, kind of a blank white box, gray box, until we hit save. I'm also going to center this and then click save. And what you'll notice is now anybody that comes to my website, these photos will play automatically from my Picasa Web album. As a default, the navigation for a Google site is placed on the left-hand side. So anytime I add a new page, it will show up on the left-hand side. Some folks like to have the navigation bar go across the top, go horizontally. If you've been a Sites user for a while, you might know that you'd have to go under More and go to Settings, or Manage the Site and go to Site Layout and change all that. They've made that easier recently. If I go under More now and I go to Edit Site Layout, it's going to pop up some navigation customizers here for me on this screen. I don't have to leave this screen. So if I want to add an horizontal navigation bar, now I just click navigation bar, and you'll see it'll pop up here. And then if I want to add pages, I click inside of there, and I can add any pages that I've already created. So you'll see I have daily agenda there. I hit OK, and it will pop up on my horizontal navigation bar. Also, I can then on my side navigation bar, I can delete those, I can add more. So lots of nice functionality that's been built into this new space. So it's under More, Edit Site Layout. Now that you know about the Edit Site Layout button under More, one of the cool things you can do is you can add a countdown to your sidebar if you don't know how to do that. So if I go ahead and do that Edit Site Layout and come over to Sidebar, right here where it says Sidebar, there's a little plus sign. It will allow me to add a sidebar item. So I'm going to click that, and if I scroll down, there's one in here called a countdown. So what this will do is it will allow me to count down to a certain date. So it showed up here. Now I'm going to edit this one, so I'm going to click on it. I can name the event, and we'll say Christmas. And then I choose a date at which this ends, and click OK. And then you'll see it'll give me how many days, and I close that. How many days until Christmas? And it's a nice countdown feature to get you to a date and time. One of the reasons I promote Google Sites as a great place to do our class websites is because it works so well with all of our other Google tools. So for instance, if I have presentations that I create to use in my class, they embed really nicely into my website. So let's say I created some presentations and I'm going to put those on a page, right? So I'm going to say first I'm going to create a new page and I'm going to call it Notes. A regular web page at the top level, I'm going to click Create. This will take me directly to the page to edit my new notes page. So in here what I want to do is I want to insert a presentation I've already created and used in my class. So I go under Insert in the upper left hand corner and I'm going to go right down over here to Presentation. Now presentations will take me into my Google Docs and pick any presentation that I have created or that I have saved there. So I'm going to go down and I'm going to select Classroom Management. Push select. It will give me some options again. Do I want to start it as the player loads? No, I don't want to. I'm going to make this a little bigger so people can see it. And I'm going to hit save. And so what this will do, it'll give me my blank kind of box. I'm going to center it. I'm going to click save. Now anybody that comes to my website, they're going to be able to click through my presentations on my actual page, so I won't have to necessarily share it with them. It will need to be made public so that it will show up on the web page, but as long as it's public and I embed it on my page, then anybody that comes here is going to be able to kind of flip through my slides without having to leave my web page. Lastly, one of the great things about having a class website and working in an environment where it's close to one-to-one, where kids have access to computers on a daily basis, is I can now share some of those great video clips and other things that I show in class right on my website, as opposed to only being able to show it if kids are in class that day. So again, I'm going to edit the page where I want to put that video. And if they're from YouTube especially, that's what works right now, YouTube or Google Video. So I go on my page where I want to insert that, and again I go to Insert, and under Insert you're going to see one that says Video at the very bottom right hand side. So you'll see Google Docs Video, YouTube, or Google Video. So I'm going to go to YouTube, and all you're going to do here is you're going to paste in the link to the YouTube video that you want. So I'm going to go back over, and I'm going to type and go to YouTube, and I'm going to grab the video that I shared on the agenda with you guys today. It's by a guy named Derek Sivers. So I'll scroll down and get the video I want. Obvious to you, amazing to others. And all I then have to do is click the link, the URL, and copy it. Go back to my website and paste that in. I can put a title of the video here. I'm just going to put Derek Sivers and save. Again, my blank white box until I hit save. Now I click save. Now anybody that comes to my site can watch the video directly from my site without having to leave and go somewhere else. It's a really great feature, again, especially if you're in a one-to-one environment.
Any creator of anything knows this feeling.